Hi, this video is about the summarizing of activity 6, falling objects. S1, does the strength of the gravitational force of the earth pulling an object toward the ground depends on the object's mass? What evidence supports your answer? Yes, in this first activity of this chapter, we saw that the falling an object toward the ground depends on the object's mass. That bowling ball with the high mass reached the ground first. For S2, your observation in this activity suggests that if the 6 kilogram and 2 kilogram carts were dropped from the same height at the same time, they would reach the ground together. In other words, the race to the ground would end in a tie. First questions: how would you explain such a result in terms of their masses of the relative strengths of the gravitational forces pulling the cars downward? I think the 6 kilogram carts reached the floor first because of the high mass and the more gravitational force on it. And the second part says that draw force diagrams for both carts as they are falling side by side. Be sure to include both force and speed arrows of appropriate length. I dropped these arrows for the 6 kilograms and 2 kilograms carts that fall together at the same time, but the 6 kilogram cart reached the floor first because of the high mass, and the gravitational force on it is more than the 2 kilogram. Because of that, the arrow of the force is taller than the 2 kilogram, and the speed is taller than the 2 kilogram. For S3, it is common for people to explain that objects of different mass fall together because the gravitational force acting on them is the same strength. If the gravitational forces acting on a bowling ball and the soccer ball virtually the same strength as they fell, which one would actually reach the ground first? Explain your reasoning. The bowling ball reached the floor first because of the high mass and the more gravitational force on it than the soccer ball.